What is up, YouTube? Today we are talking about One Piece chapter 1120. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like so YouTube knows you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to tap in with the future content. Hit that post notification bell if you want to be notified of said future content. Now let's just get straight into it. Man, Punk Hazard back in the day used to be lit. I mean, Punk Hazard now was still pretty cool, but it's mostly just ice and lava. But it looked like Jurassic Park or some type of scientist theme park type of place. But you know what? I just realized I wanted to talk about the cover page. I completely skipped over. That's how excited I am to get to this chapter. But last chapter, Yamato was getting stoned by some children, and now we see, I believe it's Kyoshiro. It's been a long time since we've been to Wano, but I believe it's Kyoshiro. He stepped in and helped Yamato out, but it is completely understandable why those kids would stone Yamato as the former son or daughter, or well, not former, but as the son or daughter of Kaido, whatever you want to call Yamato. I'm gonna just call her the daughter of Kaido. As the daughter of Kaido, even though you helped fight, people didn't really see that. And even though you say you're an ally, at the end of the day, Kaido did a lot of bad stuff to Wano for years. So it is completely understandable that the people of Wano would not be a fan of that, which is why I feel like they're also keeping Tama's last name a secret because, or is it Tama? I always get the two little girls confused. There's the girl that Luffy met at the beginning of Wano, and then there's Tama. I think Tama is the daughter of, oh my gosh, my Wano knowledge is cooked. But you guys, I think you guys know who I'm talking about. The girl with the purple hair that was with Luffy at the beginning of Wano. I believe she's a Kurozumi, and I think Oda said that would play out, but we'll just have to see, because if people find that out, I don't know how they're gonna feel about that. But coming back to Punk Hazard, we get, I believe the dragon next to Vegapunk is a small version of the dragon we actually get to see at Punk Hazard. At least that's my headcanon. Until we see the anime and see the colors of it, we probably won't have that confirmed, but that's just my theory. And man, the stress and the research of finding out what was going on in the Void Century aged Professor Clover like crazy, because we see him 26 years ago talking to Vegapunk. He's got the black hair and all that. And then when we see him in Robin's flashback, when the whole Buster Call thing happened, he looked like an old ass man. I don't know if that's Oda just trying to retcon or if he's really just trying to show how much the stress aged him that fast, but who knows? I could be tripping. And we also find out that Professor Clover was a member of the D clan. That is wild to me. The first time I read the chapter, I was confused. I didn't understand. It wasn't until I read it again to record this video, I was like, oh my gosh, this man was a D clan member. So now we got to add him onto our list of people from the D clan, and the D clan just gets deeper and deeper. Now, did Atlas really have to do Lilith like that? Like, did she have to completely knock her out like that? Because again, I was hella confused when I first read this chapter. I was like, wait, why did Atlas just do that? But then we see her break the little communication or the, whatever type of thing that syncs up all the Vegapunks to, I think it's Punk Records. But I wanted to take this second to talk about the 9 Scabbards and the satellites of Vegapunk. I feel like people heavily disrespect the 9 Scabbards. I like the 9 Scabbards. I like what we got from them. I enjoyed them very much in Wano, but I don't really have strong feelings of dislike towards the satellites of Vegapunk. I mean, I just really don't find myself caring that much. Like, Lilith is cool. The first satellite we were introduced to. Atlas is cool. I just like her design. She's off the wall. Like, I think they're cool. They just don't have that much impact on me. And I feel like that's how people view the Scabbards. So I don't know what I'm really trying to say here. That was just interesting to me. I was like, damn, is this what people think the Scabbards were? Because I think we got some time with the Vegapunks, but I don't think we got too deep into it to where I really formed a connection and really cared about them passing all that much, except for maybe Shaka, because he just looked so cool and he was like the guy. But I mean, shout out to Atlas. She did her thing this chapter. She sacrificed herself so that the Straw Hats could get away. So I fuck with Atlas. And then I believe the robot's name is Emeth. We see Emeth talking to Luffy, and then Luffy's like, who is Joy Boy? Like, what's going on? Like, that thing just talked to me. And the Giants are like, we didn't hear anything. So I assume that Emeth is using was the voice of all things. I don't know why my One Piece brain is just not on the game today, because it's been so long since I've done any videos. I believe the only other time this happened is when, where were Luffy and Momonosuke going? Was it when, I think it was when Zunisha was talking, and then Luffy, Momo, and maybe Law were the only ones that could hear Zunisha, but I think mainly Luffy and Momo. And I think Momo was the only one that could talk back to Zunisha, but that's my theory as far as Emmett goes. In this point about Vegapunk taking in all the perspectives, I said this in another video, how Vegapunk is like a scientist to the T, very scientifically minded, because he brought up today, like, you know, a one-sided account of the battle from 900 years ago isn't really fair for me to just take as fact and be like, oh, you know, screw the other side. And even the beginning of the chapter, I believe, is saying something to Clover about, you know, trying to figure out who's good and evil, like it's not really your responsibility or something along those lines. But it makes me wonder what Oda is cooking up. Like, are we gonna find out things about the ancient kingdom and about Emu and the world government that is gonna kind of, you know, sway how we feel about them? Because right now it's like they're just straight up evil. But I feel like Oda, maybe it's just because that's Vegapunk's perspective, but I feel like Oda keeps bringing this up for a reason. So those are just my thoughts. And let me know if I'm wrong, but are the Gorosei on top, or like, are they in the water right now? Because I thought Emmett was in the water fighting. Maybe he's on land, but I mean, yeah, I think they're on land actually, because for a second I thought the Gorosei were in the water. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, maybe they really don't have devil fruit powers. But again, let me know in the comments if I'm tripping or not. If they are in the water, that's crazy. Confirmed that they do not have devil fruit powers, or maybe just because they're so big, it doesn't affect them that much. Because even somebody like Luffy could, you know, step in a puddle. I think it's like up to a certain amount of submersion to where they start being drained of their abilities. Like, they'll start feeling weaker, but with how big the Gorosei are, I wouldn't be that surprised. So let me know. And with the end of the chapter, I'm wondering what weapons Emmett is going to pull out. Maybe we're finally going to see a way to do some lasting damage to the Gorosei, because I'm not going to say they seem concerned, but I can't remember who said it, but one of them was like, oh, it looks like those weapons are like beyond use. So I think we're good. So they might be a little bit worried for what Emmett is going to pull out on them, because he said, let me see if I can really make some shake. So maybe we'll finally find out the secret to harming the Gorosei. But if you made it this far, again, please drop a like so YouTube knows you liked it, and just thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna get back being consistent. I'm so sorry. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you want to tap in with the future content, hit the post notification bell if you want to be notified of said future content. It has been your boy Dougie D Fresh, and I'm out. Peace.